everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tiny bit late. Sorry about that. I was setting up something on another computer. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all doing well today. We're going to be doing some art, so we're not going to stay too long in this channel. I just need to grab this, and then we'll get ready. Whoops! Sorry about that. My camera is going absolutely insane. Sorry about that. There we go. So, we're going to be working on some art. I also need to find some music. Yes, I do. Let's see. Okay, I'll listen to this. This sounds great. Okay. Got a lot of crap on my screen. Get out of here. Let's bring up Psy, because we're going to be using Psy today. Okay. Give it one more minute. Just need to clean off my... I need to clean off my desktop really quick. I hope everyone is having a good afternoon, evening, morning. I woke up late. I need to get better at that, but I woke up late because I was actually working on stuff. What do you prefer to paint with Psy tool? What do you prefer with Paint Tool Psy over other programs? If I'm not using Paint Tool Psy, I am using Clip Studio. I use Paint Tool Psy because I prefer the way that it does the line smoothing. Clip Studios is a little wonky. In Photoshop, you have to use some add-ons, and those are not very good add-ons for Photoshop. My opinion, if you're not doing it for professional industry and you're working for a company that requires you to use Photoshop, there's no reason to use Photoshop. Because now Clip Studio uses all Photoshop brushes typically, so you can actually just load them into Clip Studio. I heard Procreate's pretty good. I've not used Procreate, and I think Canva. I've heard people use Canva as well, but I've not used that one either. Yep, a lot of people switch from Photoshop to Psy or Clip Studio. I still use Photoshop for specific things. I use Photoshop for my photography, and I use Photoshop, or I use Adobe Lightroom for my workflow for that. I don't feel comfortable using excuse me. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. I don't feel comfortable using, what is it? Photos work in Clip Studio. I'm not very comfortable with it. Let me hydrate. There we go. I have hydrated. Let's set up some music for the background. And let's go ahead and head over to the art stream, shall we? Maybe that's a little bit too loud. There we go. Hopefully the music is not too loud for everyone. We're gonna head over to art channel, so let's do that. just chatting. Art. We're switching to art. Art. Really? There. Okay. There we go. Now we are in art. So that means I can switch over to this. And this is what we're working on today. I have it zoomed in so you guys can't see my setup. So I'll go ahead and make this very small so you guys can see this briefly. That's what I usually work at. It's a bit let's see if I can work at this size. I usually can't work on this size. Did you see any of the E3 announcements? If so, anything you're interested in? No, I have actually not watched any of the E3 announcements. I didn't know what was actually going on. I should check up on that probably after stream. Yeah, I have to resize this, guys. Sorry, I can't work in that small of a space. Whoa. I freaked that out. I really should check and see what's going on with it, though, admittedly. Let's minus that. I don't need that up. Put that over there. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop all these in that folder. Link it up. I'm gonna have to increase the size on this. Okay. Okay, good. I'm not pushing. It does this thing where it won't go past a certain canvas size, which is really annoying. Right. Let's see. We need to... I guess I'll just do that. That tail needs to be... That needs to be bigger for my tail. That is not enough. There. Unfortunately, I can't get any big. Yeah, you can only go to a certain size in, original Psy. I really need to get Psy 2. I just have not made the switch over, and I really need to do it. Let's see. See, this is why I really like the stabilizer in this. It's really good for stabilization. And I can't get this sort of thing out of Psy. Like, I've tried to. It always feels really awkward. Wow, that's really loud. For me, anyway. I need to turn this down a little bit. This is too loud for me. I'll turn it up for you guys, though, so you guys can hear more of the music. But I was way too loud. I was too music was too low. I mean, too loud for me. But there you go. Maybe it's better for you guys. Let me know if my voice needs to be increased or anything. Okay. Let us begin. I'd say start working on the jaw first. Let me lighten it up a bit more. You know what? I really want to do thin lines this time. This is typically not my style, but I want to do thinner lines because I use a varying line thickness typically, but I want to have a thinner line this time, and see how it looks. Because I might use watercolors. Because if you do the lines too thick for watercolors, they look bad. Usually I have to use comic style shading, closer to cell shading for thicker lines. But I might do watercolors this time. I don't know. I might still do shading, cell shading, or a mix of the two. I'm not too worried about the head shape, because this part's gonna get erased because no one sees my bald head. There's no reason to spend so much time on areas that you're not going to spend, or you're not going to be visible. Other than for anatomy, things that need to be seen through clothing and stuff. But anyway, you're still going to be drawing over it. So I don't see a huge need for it, in my opinion anyway. Yes, I do what they say not to do, and I draw on a very zoomed in canvas. People say don't do it, I do it, and people who say that I should not do it can bite my nuts. It is a bad practice. It is not the best thing to do. But I feel I have more control over my lines this way. As someone who has very sharp, clean lines, I can get pretty picky with it. Now let's see how I like those. That is good, but I am so not used to having line art like that. So I do want to add a little bit of weight to it. So I'm going to go back here to the cheek and increase it just a tiny bit. And then along the chin, I believe I want to do. So it gives a little bit more of a weight difference in the line work. As you can see here, it is very subtle, but it does make a difference. Now I want to make a little bit here, and I might end up not seeing this, but it'll make me feel better. So let's do that. A little bit of weight there. As you see, a variance, it really does help the face just a very slight bit. You're not going to need too much of it if you're doing thinner lines. Like, it's very slight, but even if I zoom out here, you can still see the difference. And that will look so much better than just plain flat line art. So just a little bit, just a little bit. I want to add a little bit to the jaw here. I don't want to do it too much, because if you do it too much, then it becomes more manly. Usually you want to leave the jawline a little bit softer for female presenting characters. Don't want to overdo that. And I still might have overdone that. Let's see. Did I overdo it? No? Okay, I think that's good enough. And again, I might not even see that by the time I'm done with the hair and everything, but it does give a little bit more depth. And it just generally helps. So we're gonna go ahead. We'll probably do the ears and we'll do the hair last. Right now I want to get the body done. So let's always remember to save your sheets. I mean, just save your character, or save what you're working on. Yes, save what you're working on. Jaw. Let me think. Let me think. Do I need to check a couple other things? Sure. Let me set something up on Free Company. I hope we have enough people for tonight. Event. Don't know. Okay. Trying to think of what I want to do now. Do I want to do the face next? I usually do. Do I work on the face or do I want to work on the body? Just checking something right this second, guys. Sorry for the slight delay. Maybe that's why it's not catching it. Let me try something. Hello folks, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good one. Okay, whatever. I guess I'll see in a second. I'm having some issues with Twitter. I guess we'll work on the face here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I do have a link for that. Okay. That works. I was having a hell of a time with this nose on rough sketch, so I'm hoping that I can actually get a good sketch out of it, but Seems like the bot's fucked. Okay, seems like that's something's down with that. Alright, whatever. Today's gonna be a quieter stream because the bot seems to be busted. That's fine. Alright, let's see if I can actually draw a nose today. Sometimes I can draw noses, sometimes I cannot. Hoping today is a day that I can draw a nose. Alright, I think it looks like I actually can draw a nose today, thank God. But we're going to increase some of that. And erase a chunk of that. How does that look? Let's see. Good, okay. That looks good. I might decide I don't like it later. Okay. I wonder. Try one more thing. Okay, now it is eye time. Alright. Let's draw another layer. Hmm. Hi, Kikado, how are you? I am working on a character sheet. You're good at Happy It's Friday? I'm doing okay. I've got to, after stream, I've got to do a couple things, so that I'm not sure I really want to do. I had to go down to PetSmart. They fucked up something, so I had to have them fix it. So Yeah. I don't want to increase the size too much of this because I don't want to lose the quality of the lines on the other things. Thank you. I'm doing a lot thinner lines than I normally would. I generally do really, very thick lines. This is why I didn't want to change the line size on that, because I'm afraid of getting that line quality changed. That should work. Let's see. I'm working super zoomed in when I shouldn't be, but, I mean... Okay, that's fine. Thank you for coming by, too. Much appreciated. Hi, Nemo! How are you? Thank you. I'm doing okay. Just kind of vibing today, I guess. Come on. Eyelid, can you work with me? It'd be fantastic if you did. I guess that'll work. Lower it some. There we go. Hi folks, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good afternoon. I'm Kitsune, and I'm working on some art today. I'm working on a character sheet for my VTuber model. Because I have not actually done a sheet, And if I want to do any, if I want to get any commissions by other people, I have to draw my character. Okay. Now here comes the difficulty. Trying to draw the other eye. And I'm probably going to curse a lot. So I do apologize for those who prefer a family friendly stream. Because mirroring eyes really annoys me. Do not like that. No, sir. Do not like that. Already giving me problems. I hate you so much. I didn't mean to curl that, but it actually kind of looks cute. So maybe I'll just leave that curl there. Let's see. It might be too thick. A bit too thick. Okay. I need to thin it out just a bit. Or I could thicken this. Let's see. Let's just see how this works. How this looks if I just make this thicker. I need to teach you how to draw. It takes many years. Practice, practice, practice. I could do a teaching stream, but I don't think that I'm qualified to really teach people. Because I have really bad anatomy. So I guess one thing is don't be afraid of the tools that you have. I usually get a 3D model that I use, and I do a rough sketch over it because my anatomy is really, really bad. And then I change it. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're not saying that, as long as you're not using copyrighted work. If you need to use a tool or something to help you, there really isn't any problem with that. And don't listen to what Tumblr says about you can't use references, you can't use models to help you sketch. Don't listen to it. It's a bunch of shit. Okay, that's much better, I think. Still need to figure out this line. There's some line issues here. I don't want to do that just yet. I like drawing my characters' lower eyelashes like this. I think it's rather cute and quite pretty. See, this is a bit too thick, so let's go ahead and fix that. I gotta keep on telling myself, don't draw super thick lines for this. It's very easy for me to break that because I'm so used to drawing very, very thick lines when I draw. There we go, erase that a little bit. Now I'm going to draw this waterline. Don't need that there. See, and this is actually why I did not draw. This is actually why I did not draw my own character for my model, because I am super detailed oriented and I really am not that great at doing things very simple. I get way too detailed on things, and it was, honestly, it was giving me a lot of problems, so I commissioned someone to do my model, and I think I'm much more happier than what I could have done. Even though I believe I could have, you know, drawn my character, I just did not feel comfortable with doing it. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. Hello, Hoshi! Welcome to the stream! We're doing art today. How are you? This eye seems a bit wonk. Let's lower it just a tad bit. There we go. Okay, much better. You're hungry? You should eat food. Eat! Okay. Now draw my terrible eyebrows. Give me udon. You know what? I should have a thing where I should have like points for people to get udon. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. We went food shopping yesterday. We went grocery shopping. And oh no, I guess I have a couple of chicken wings left. I can have that. There's a hot dog too. But we went food shopping yesterday, and I don't remember what we bought. My memory sucks that much. anybody was here for my debut, remember when I said that I hate drawing circles? Yeah, I hate drawing circles. Sucks so much. Aw. I guess that's an okay eyebrow. There's this little part here that I don't like, but if I shave it off of it... Ah! Much better. Okay. Let's... We're going to cheat. We're going to cheat by cloning that. And doing that. Haha. You know what? I kind of want to turn this one a little bit down. There we go. You can't math for life if I mess up at the cash register or mess up. Yeah, I'm terrible at maths. I've always been terrible at maths, so don't feel bad about that. I actually really like these thin lines. I think it's going to look really nice once I get the colors down. Alright, let's see. I'm going to erase this. But now I'm going to try to draw these pupils. Let's see. I guess I like those. They're not wonky. Okay. And now I'm going to steal this one because I actually drew that how I really like it. Flip it. Twist it. Shrink it just a bit. And let's see how I like that. Kind of make it bigger. Yeah. Let's move this further there. E. And so I'm gonna leave these. I'm not gonna only have them there on a different layer because I'm concerned that I might not like those pupils later. I'm kind of looking at them right now and I'm not quite sure if I'm happy with them. So so I don't have to redraw the entire eye and face because there's some issue with it. We're just going to have it on a separate layer. Face. Hello folks, welcome to the stream. We are working on my character sheet. I'm actually really happy with it so far. But this is why I did not do my own model, because this does not translate very well to the live 2D style at all. Maybe someday I will do my own and see if I actually like it, but I do think it needs a different style. I mean, I still draw anime style, but it doesn't work the best for it, in my opinion. I should consider maybe doing a chibi one, though. But I'm not very great at drawing chibis. I always want to add, like, more detail than's needed. I think that's good. Okay. Maybe move this in just a tad. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, now time to do the entire body here. These I'm not going to put too much details on because I'm going to be putting clothes on me. I usually hate drawing clothes, so this is going to be interesting. I'm really bad at drawing clothes, guys. Don't do what I do and avoid drawing clothes because you suck at it. Keep working on it. How's everyone doing today? Oh, I guess I should actually run a ad break. We'll be right back because I actually need AFK a second. I need to stretch. Why is it reading me all the way across the thing? Okay, well, I'm back now, so. Camera, can you please stop? There. I really should turn that off when I AFK, because no one wants to see my model breaking like that. It's awful. Go in there. Oh, music stopped. Okay. Let me get some music. There we go. Oh, it just went over to the next one. Let me turn this autoplay because I don't want to accidentally get copyright music on here. Granted, where is it? Where are you autoplaying from? Okay, there we go. Turn that off. Minus that. I'm actually really happy with it. I'm like very sad to like remove clothes. I mean, put clothes on this character. Alright. So, let me see. Been streaming for about an hour. I got 2 more hours. Maybe I can finish the lines. I don't know. We'll see if I can actually finish the lines or not. Come on. Don't do that. I'm gonna have an argument with these lines already. And I'm a bit rusty too, guys, so, I mean, I do apologize. There's stuff taking quite a bit longer. But I need to get back into practice, and I need to get back into drawing. Because once you don't practice something, you lose it. Sometimes you go back and you're better at what you did. That is not often the case. Let's see. That is it's a bit thick. The lines are a bit thick there. Let's see if we can just shave them down a bit. That's looking much better. Just slight changes. Very slight erasures. You don't want to take too much away, but you don't want to have too much either. Like, there we go. That's a nice shoulder, I think. It's still a bit thick, I think. Well, yeah, it is a little bit. So I can erase just a little bit more. Really do like line variance. Line variance is very nice. But because I am going to be doing watercolors on this, possibly. I haven't decided yet. I still have not decided if I'm actually going to do watercolors or not. Watercolors are easier, admittedly. But to have a nice, flat, even shade would be much better, I think. for people that I commission. Yes, I do art, so I can pay others to do art. That's really standing out still. Whoops, don't do that. Aha. Let's try to narrow this down. Usually I would just redraw it, but I really like the shape of it, so I don't want to redraw if I don't have to. Problem with doing this is because then you start getting like lumpy line art, as you see here, that I'm trying to fix. And it's more difficult to fix that than it is to just redraw sometimes. Okay, I think that looks much better. Alright. Now we're going to... I guess I'll skip the booba for right now. We'll come back to the booba. So a lot of times, you don't want fully connecting line art, because then it looks too uniform, and then you run into all sorts of issues where it's like you don't draw a single piece of hair. You don't draw single pieces of hair on people's heads. It looks bad. You draw it in clumps, I guess, or as solid shapes, but you don't draw the individual hair. So, like, let's just say, we're just going to draw some hair real quick. You don't draw every line like that. It looks bad. What you draw with the hair is shapes. You can go back and you can add some individual hair shapes, but it looks much better than drawing individual hairs. Like, you go through, I'm going to draw my hair like this. It looks very amateur, as you can tell. The difference of it. And so you always want to draw your hair in quadrants, I guess is a good way of putting it. The same thing is with your regular line hair. Like, I'm working on the shoulder blades here. I am not connecting every single line. Good tip. I always had trouble with that. I'm glad that it helped you. So you can apply that sort of thing, mentality to line art as well. I generally keep my outer line art fully touching, usually, just because I want to select. But if you want it to be able to do something like that, and you want it to have these holes in your line art for some reason, say you don't want it completely touching the chin here, what I would do would be to copy all of this into one layer, and then make it, let's just say, okay, we're gonna say we're done. Let's say, pretend we're done. We are done with this piece for whatever reason. We would copy everything into a second folder. merge that folder, and then we would go through and say, hey, let's just say this actually isn't, like, there's no hole. Let's say there's a gap here for some reason. We don't know why there's a gap, but we want that gap there. You would go on your copy layer and just put a temporary line in here. And we're gonna just pretend that we're done. So yeah, this is great. Yeah, we're done. We like this, and this. That's how it looks. But we want to be able to select stuff. I actually kind of like the shape of that. Then you just draw these temporary lines, and then you take your see. Okay, there's a hole. Aha. Temporary fill. It doesn't have to be there, but you want to be able to do it. To select everything to dump in. Then you just do that. And then after that, you go through and you delete that. And now you have a good selection. And you don't have to worry about changing your line art. And it's easier to color, so you're not hand coloring everything, and you can just dump your colors in. Let's move pupils down. Alright, now I'm having some issues here because it... Well, I guess they do kind of turn. They do kind of go round. I'm feeling my my collarbone right now. They do have a curve to them. So I guess I will go ahead and just do that. There we go. Collarbone is not really that long, so I'm going to go ahead and... It connects to your shoulder. It is not connecting properly here. So we're going to use this free deform. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. You're not going to see this anymore anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Because we're going to be putting clothes on. Let's see. I need to be able to... This is going to be hard, so I need to draw another layer for this neck. Because it's going to be one long line here to about the shoulder, and then I've got to fix that. Let's go. Nope. Do I like that? No. No. Sometimes you have to draw your line over and over and over again. Like I'm doing here. Because I'm not happy with these shapes. Do I like this? Not really. I mean, I like this part. I don't like the shoulder part, so... But I also need to change the shoulder part. I kind of want to... I'm going to take this shoulder. And copy it. Flip it. Okay, so this is an eraser, so I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of that. Nope. That's better, I think, but I need to clean this up. This is a mess right here. I'm gonna draw another line. Okay, let's see. Clean this up a little bit more as well. There's still some issues with it. Come on. There we go. Let's see. Yes, I see some issues here. Still... need to shave slightly off here. That's looking a little bit better, but I think I need to shape it just a little. Come on. It's just too thick again. I'm not very confident in my lines right now, and it's obviously showing. Line confidence is something that you get better at doing the more you do it. I'm not very comfortable with drawing very thin lines, so my line confidence is pretty bad. Alright. Stretch. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick pre-roll so I can stand up and walk around, and I'll be right back, folks. Okay. Now we're back. So we're going to be getting back to working on this. Let's see. Let's see. I need to figure out how I want to do these arms. These arms are pretty noodly. Noodle arms. And I get that I am a bowl of noodles. I do understand that, but I still don't want noodle arms. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more arm weight. Did not mean to curl that. There we go. See, just a little bit more meat in my arms. We do not have Popeye arms, though. Just something to keep in mind for folks. Popeye arms is when you have very big biceps and it looks puffy. Right now, it looks a little bit... I need to add a little bit more meat here. It's a bit too thin still. So let's go ahead and... It has no shape. It just goes... Nyom, nyom. So we're going to fix that. This needs to go out just a little bit more. This to come in. Just like that. So we're going to delete that and that. So that has a little bit of definition there. Not too much. We don't need too much because I am not a very strong fox. I am not at all. So we're still going to work on cleaning some of this up here. I also don't need to worry about doing it too much because we're going to be covering a lot of this anyway. Most of it will not be seen, so you don't have to worry about it being too inaccurate. But we just need at least some sort of indication that you know what muscle is. So that's working out decently enough. going to give a little bit of thickness here, even though we're not going to be seeing this portion. I will just feel more comfortable with doing that, so there we go. This part we have to be careful with because it is about when we will start seeing the hand. So about here, we want to make sure it's looking good. So let's go ahead and draw this. There we go. Fingers. These fingers are very detailed, so we're not going to actually be drawing them this detailed. We're going to draw them a little bit less detailed because anime. I'm going to go ahead and rename this one to neck. Let's see. I have about an hour and a half left. I'm gonna sneeze, so please excuse me if I do. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Well, that was scary. I heard it in the background. Sneezy, sneezy. Hello, folks. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good afternoon. I am working on a I need to move that over. I am working on art for my character. Alright, I guess that's better. I don't know. I need to probably adjust this line. This line is, I think, too close. Let's see about adjusting this. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. Gosh. Arm. You know what? I'm not even sure I'm going to finish the line art today. I am getting I'm pretty slow with it. This will probably be several streams, I think. And the thing is I have to draw the side view and the back view as well. So that's going to be a lot of work. And 3 versions of the face. So, because I draw everything on a very large canvas, it does take me longer. And again, I am working on a style that I normally would not do, which is this much thinner. Line work. Little claws. Because I am a fox. Let's make that a little bit sharper there. Much better. I want to erase this tiny little thing. There we go. As you can see here, I am adjusting the fingers from my sketch. Because I was not very happy with it. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And just to say, you are very much allowed to adjust things on your sketch as you draw them. You don't like how something looks, you don't have to keep with it. So, there's nothing wrong with adjusting these as you work on them. It's not set in stone. In fact, you probably will want to change how certain things look on your sketch, and you might even want to change how something looks on your finished line art. Like right here, I don't know if I really want these really deep creases in these fingers. Makes your hands look older if you have like really sharp lines like this. So you can thin them. If you thin them out, they're a bit softer. draw. There. Now I'm just going to go back and erase this, because I don't need this. I just needed to know where the finger was, so I could do that. And draw this thumb a bit easier. Hello folks, welcome to the stream. We are working on a character sheet of my model that you see on the screen. The model that was done was by Jiashin on Not Spicy on Twitter. So if you have not checked out her art, you should totally check it out. It is amazing work. And in my opinion, much better than what I can draw. Very thin line there. And I want to go back and erase some of this. And I think it's, okay, it is on this. I want to make this as thin as possible without it looking awkward. In fact, I might add a small break by just erasing the same area over and over with a small brush. That way it's slightly disconnected. And that looks a lot better than having it completely drawn. Did it pause because I was not listening anymore? No. Just didn't have any music. There we go. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, that's much better, I think. And we're not going to draw any details on those fingers. We're not going to draw knuckles at all. We're going to leave that completely open like that. Because if you start adding too much details, then you make your hands look older. Okay, the hand is done. Let me rename this line art. I hope everyone's having a good afternoon. Or evening, I guess. Yeah, it would be evening for some of you. we're going to be stopping right at 5 o'clock today, or at least slightly after, maybe. We're gonna go as long as Mick Owner gets home, or Nee gets home, because I have to go out later. These feet are gonna be completely redrawn. So, and they're gonna be in shoes anyway, but I want to draw them as paws. So I'm gonna have some interesting situation with that, because I normally do not draw feral or furry stuff. Not anymore, anyway. And basically, I'm gonna look up some how those look, how furry feet look, because I don't know. I cannot remember what furry feet look like. I guess that's okay. That's an okay line. If anybody has any tutorials that they like for drawing anthropomorphic feet, feel free to whisper them to me. I don't have, I do not have links on in chat. But if you're also watching this as a VOD, you can also leave them too. Okay, time to give a little bit of bump there. Because I always like giving a little bit of extra, like, meat right above the hip for women. I think it's super cute. Even if they're, like, super thin like I am. It's just a nice little curve to add. And we're gonna add that. And add a little bit of that. Badonk. Not like I have any, really, but you can pretend. Again, I'm a Kitsune, I can make it how I can make my illusions however I want. We're gonna add a bit of thigh to this. So I'm gonna merge this down with the arm, because I'm actually quite happy with that. So what we're gonna do now is add some thickness to these hips, because these are really, really thin hips, and I would like to add quite a bit to it. So we want to kind of, we don't want to deviate too much from the silhouette. So basically, just need to draw it just a little bit more, exaggerate it. But we don't want to lose the inherent shape. See, so it's a little bit more bowed here, a little bit more round. I'm gonna maybe just exaggerate it just a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Like, see, like that's a lot nicer looking, especially for the shapes of the character here. So I'm gonna erase this. And go down here to arm and erase this line here. See, that's much better looking. But as you can tell, I am missing some thickness here. I'm not too worried about it because we're not going to probably show this. But then again, I actually might. So, I have to draw. Do I want to have it on this side? I have an idea of what I want to do with the clothing. Hey! Can you chill? Thank you. So I think I actually do want to add it on this one, just because I like the shape. So what I'll do, actually, is copy this. And then we'll do the free to form again, and just thicken it like this. See, it adds a bit of thickness. We'll turn that off so you can actually see. And that looks a lot better. Because it is going to show some of that. After all. So we're going to go ahead and continue down here. And I'm going to wait to draw the feet. Because I have to address... I have to look up some information on that. So we're going to... fill that in a bit there. Curve that around. There we go. I need to thicken this a bit. Hello folks, welcome to the stream. Wow, hope you're having a good afternoon. We are working on character sheet here. Or the model for the character sheet. We're going to work on the character sheet much later. But right now we're working on the main drawing for it. We're going to draw different shapes. Different views of the character in the near future. But for now we're just working on the main imagery. So this will take several sessions. I probably will not be streaming art next week. But I'm not certain. I, need to double check on that. Let me actually double check for that for people. When is the next time I'm going to be streaming art? Working on this. If I go to this folder. We're on week 2. Okay, so actually, I will not be having a art stream next week because I have a collaboration on Tuesday instead. Let me see. The next one I will have will be on my 4th week, so not next week, but the week after I will be going back to this. Next week's stream, because since I have quite a few people in here, Monday, I will be streaming Slime Rancher. Tuesday, I will be having a collaboration with Nemu and Kishi. If you have not checked them out, please check them out. They are awesome, wonderful people, and I love them to death. They're some of my very earliest VTuber friends. And without them, I don't think I would have continued doing a lot of this without their support. Wednesday, I'll be playing Pioneers of Olive Town. Thursday, I will be having a stream with Mick Owner. Friday, I will not be having a stream. I am picking up my puppy that day. But I will be posting on Twitter, so keep an eye on that. And then Saturday and Sunday, I am sleeping. Starting the week after that, there will be no stream on Monday, which is, I gotta take the puppy to the vet. Tuesday will be Slime Rancher. Wednesday will be Pioneers of Olive Town. I gotta figure out if it's that week or not. I'm going to be switching up stuff too. And then Friday is going to be shifting to a Saturday at some point. But basically after the puppy week, I don't know exactly what my schedule is going to be. So, yeah. I will have all that up on my site, on my social medias, if it's not already there. Alright, let me go ahead and get back to what I was doing instead of just yammering on. So I'm going to work on these feet later because this is going to be changed. These feet are going to have some more sketching done on them. I will probably still sketch that on stream though, so don't worry about that. I'm probably going to go ahead and try to finish up the rest of the body here. And maybe I can start on the hair? I am not certain yet, but, we shall see. Alright. This is, as you can tell here, this is slightly extended outward. This is hyperextension. And you will always have some sort of like bowing here, because this is the meat. Right here, see you have your knee is right here. Your kneecap is right there. Kneecap is going right down this way. It's going straight down this way. But you have a little bit of meat that is showing here. And then you have some meat here. And then you have a bunch of tendons and stuff, so this is elongated. So you have something that looks like that. So therefore, when you are drawing a leg, you want to have a slight bit of rounding here. Not too much. So we're not going to exaggerate that too much. We're just going to leave it about there. And I'm probably not going to draw much more than that on the foot for the moment, because like I said, I'm going to be drawing some anthropomorphic feet. I decided that I wanted cute bean toes, so to have cute bean toes, you have to have non-human feet. And because I'm a Kitsune anyway, I have difficulties transforming everything accurately. We're not very good at it, admittedly. We're not very good at copying humans to the best of our ability, but we do what we can. Unfortunately, that does cause fluctuations in our illusion that we portray, such as my ears. Okay, can I please get a nicer looking line out of this? I just want to add a little bit of thickness. That would be great. Okay, I think that's good. I think I need to add a little bit here too. This is a bit too thin, I think. We need to make it just a bit thicker. I know I keep saying that, hey, I'm going to be drawing really thin lines for this, but I am having difficulty doing so. Habits going back to much thicker, much thicker line variants. And hello, folks who have just joined. I hope you're having a great afternoon. We are drawing today. What I'm gonna do is cheat this just a tiny bit and just do what I did before. Copy paste, slightly thicker outline, free to form it here, and just drag it out just a tiny bit. So as you can see, it just adds just a little bit of extra meat to this line work. Not too much. We don't want to overcook it because we are trying to keep our lines thinner. The only areas that I do want to thicken up are areas that we kind of see on rounding and stuff. So like this arm right here, we're not going to worry about it too much because that's going to be covered with cloth. I am going to add a little bit of thickness to the hip here. I do want to add some of that. So it's part of this arm. So I'm just going to, instead of drawing it again, I'm going to just copy this, paste it, drag it out just a bit, and then I need to actually use this free to form just to pull it in these edges so they're not sticking out. So you just kind of like make it like that, and then I'll go ahead and copy and paste and show you guys what it actually looks like with and without it. It's such a slight difference, but it's visually, it does make a difference. I think I do want to bring it out just a bit more, so just a bit like that. There we go. So you can tell the difference. Very slight, but it is there. Now it's time to work on the knees. Change this to leg. And I'll draw another line here. Stretch. Is it time for... Yes, it's time for an ad break. I'm going to stand up for a bit. I need to walk around because my back is killing me. This is what happens when you draw for a very long time. You need to make sure that you take your breaks. So I will be right back, folks. Okay, and looks like we're back. I'm gonna work on this knee now. Which I already drew a line that I needed, so... I mean, I already put I already put up a layer that I needed before I started working on it, so... Oh gosh, can it please work? That'd be fantastic. Come on. Sometimes these are very, very awkward. And it doesn't want to draw the line how I envision it. If I had a Cintiq, it would be a little bit easier, but I do not. I do not have a monitor tablet. I have a basic old tablet from many years ago. It is a Wacom, and I very much do like it still. I guess I should get, like, you know what I should actually put up? Let me see. Let me see. Oh no, is it freaking out? Uh-oh. Here we go. Tablet. I want a pin. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put... Whoops! I'm going to put... Stop that! My tablet in. There we go. I should have actually had that in before, but I did not. Alas. I need to start putting my tablet in. I think that'd be kind of cute to actually do when I'm actually drawing. They also have a model that shows your hand when it moves, which is kind of fun. Let's move that there, and let's move that there. Moving stuff around a bit. Whoops, didn't want to do that. There we go. Let's get back to what I was doing. Don't want to have a round knee because knees are not actually round. They are kind of knobby and kind of angular. Unless you have a chubby character who might have that. But typical knee, like non-chubby knees, are not angular to very, very angular. So you don't want to draw knees like this. You don't want to draw knees like that. You draw knees with some slight angular appearance to them. kneecap. Here. Don't want to draw a knee like that. This is not a kneecap. No. They're not teardrop. They're kind of, pointy, in a way. So, we're going to draw them like that. There we go, that's much better. Much better looking knee. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is thicken this line a little bit because I want a slight gap there. I don't want a super gap there. Merge that down the leg. We're gonna draw another one. We want a little bit of thigh gap. Oh no, I like that line. Go back. Redo. I just don't want to... Just need to adjust this. There we go. Give a slight bowing here, and then so there you go. See, guys? Now I'm going to actually copy this and thicken this out as well, like I did with the other one. I'm going to do this a few times, so like that. It might be a little bit too much, actually. Yeah, that's better. Lower that, just erase a little bit. There. Hello folks, welcome to the stream. I am working on my character sheet. It's slow going today because I'm using a very thin line, and it's been a while since I've drawn. I hope everyone's having a wonderful afternoon, evening. Water yum. Always drink water if you can. Drink water, even if you have like a soda with you. Try to have a bottle of water beside you too. You should try to drink as much water as is healthy for you. I am very bad at it, and I'm coming off as a hypocrite, but I am trying to get better about drinking water. Move that over a bit. Is that better? Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. Okay, let's get back to working on what I was doing. Gosh, I still have so much more to do with this. I'm gonna erase this. This is looking bad. Let's go ahead. There. Okay, that's good. It's just a thinner line to show where the hips are. That's not going to be there this entire time, so... Excuse me for zooming in on a crotch. But I do have to draw it. So it is a full body image. Whoops. Yo, stop. Whoa, chill. Okay, lines. There we go. We're just gonna do that right there. And we need to do some thigh gap here. I forget what it's called. I know, like, there's the absolute zone. But I forget what the thigh gap is called in Japanese. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. I have to do something before. Brady's on it too, so you'll be able to find it. Alright, thank you. Sorry about that. We're going to be drawing some shorts there anyway, but... But I still wanted to draw. Come on. There. Alright, I think that's better. Let me draw. Okay, that's looking good. There. merge that down to that leg. Let's see if that is a good line. I guess that's okay. Yeah, I guess that's okay. And this is going to change a little bit, so I don't want to add too much details to this leg. Because I'm going to be adding paws there instead of toes. I'm going to try to at least get the body done before stream ends. Gosh, this takes a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. But I guess that's okay. I mean, as long as people are enjoying it. This needs to be thickened. Whoops. Let's copy this then. That looks good, I think. Maybe just a bit thicker to match the other one. Hello folks, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good afternoon. I am Kitsune, and I am working on my character sheet for my VTuber model here that you see on the screen. I need to get one of these done. I have not done one yet, so it needed to be worked on, and it's been needed to be worked on for a very long time. I'll zoom out so everyone can see. Without the sketch marks, without the sketch and with the sketch. We're going to work on this hip, and we're going to widen it like we did here from my original sketch, because I still really like having a little bit more thick lines than what I usually do for sketching. So we're going to copy, we're going to be very similar to what's already there, but we're going to exaggerate it just a bit. so you guys can see. I'm drawing it thinner than I normally would. No, that's too thick. Just went a little bit. There. No, that's still too thick. I guess that is about the other size of the line, so we'll just leave it be. Let's go ahead and finish up this other leg here. Again, we're not going to be touching the feet on this stream. They will be drawn later, because I need to do some more adjustments to it, and I'm not going to have enough time to work on it. That's part of the leg. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more thickness to that. Much better looking. Same thing with this. Okay, another layer. Let's see. Increase, whoops. There we go, much better. Okay. And now we're just going to do 2 lines like we did with the other one. Much better. Still might have to erase some of those because those might be too much. I didn't do the top of the knee, so I'm going to go ahead and erase this because I don't like that. Layer, erase. But I do need to add some sort of indication there, so maybe I'll just draw that and erase this instead. Layer, erase. Ah, yes, much better. Let me see. I think this might be too thick. Just increase there and there. Yes, that's much better. But I do need to move it in. It is slightly... there. Much better. Much better looking knees. There. I much prefer that, I think. Merge that down to leg. Copy that. I'm just gonna give a bit of a thickness up here, and I want to lower it here. I don't want to do too much. There. March that down. I want to see about adding yeah, I think that looks better. Even just when I'm zoomed in. That was bothering me. I think it wasn't enough of the leg fat. And it just looked like an error rather than something intentional. So usually, if you don't do something so it's much more noticeable, then it just looks like an error. That looks better. Do think I need to thicken the line down here, though. Much better. Okay, yeah. There's going to be clothes over here anyway, so it's not going to show a lot of it, of the thigh gap there. Anyway, so, I mean... Okay, now back to this. Merge that down on the leg. I guess I can draw this on the other arm layer, but I do need to have it on a separate layer temporarily. There we go. I hate arms. I'm just saying. Arms suck. Especially when you're doing something like this, where it's slightly... What is it? What is it called? I can't think of the word. Depth of field. When you're working with depth of field, it's such an annoying pain in the ass. Foreshortening. And now I'm going to start working on a hand. So I'm going to make this another layer. Am I okay with that arm? Well, I mean, it's not going to matter because I'm not going to be able to see it. Because it's going to be covered anyway. So as long as I have some indication of an arm there, it should be okay. Uh-oh. What is going on? Okay, so I have to close this out because sometimes it does this where it stops reading my pen. Why are you not reading my pen? Let's save it. I'll open Psy again. There we go. Okay, good. Now it's reading it. I need to work on the hand. Like I said, on the other hand, you don't want to over thicken the lines on the hands because you can make your hands look a lot older by doing that. So the less details that you actually put, the better. Right now, these have a lot of details just because it was a sketch and I needed to know how certain things work. So you draw more details on your sketch than you actually need. You can take away, but adding is more annoying. So, as like we saw when we were working on the legs here and the arm, this was a bit more annoying to add. So it is better, in my opinion, to take away than it is to add. Less is more. As we will see here, I am not going to draw all of the fingernails. Just like I didn't draw all of the fingernails on this hand here. See, we left them slightly just indicated. We drew this one because if we did not, it would look a bit odd. I can erase this and show you what I mean. We don't want to completely remove it, otherwise... Well, I mean, I guess we can erase some of it. Let's go ahead and just erase a little bit more. But you still want to have some sort of indication, usually on thumbs. Because if you don't have it, it tends to look kind of awkward. See, that looks better. I don't like drawing too much of fingernails and that sort of stuff, especially in anime type characters. So we're going to erase some of this. This is a bit too much here. I'm going to just add what we need. Because when we do that, see how much nicer that looks? This is still too thick here. See, it's much nicer looking. In this one, we're going to do something super different. We're actually going to be just connecting them sort of like that. So, I'm going to draw this first. And draw that. And draw that connecting here. And we're going to draw this. And this. And we're going to connect it like that. So we connect that up there. And we're going to draw this line. And we're going to draw this one. Just there for a second, so we can draw now. I'm drawing all of these on a separate line because they're not going to be as detailed. We're going to draw put up another layer. And what we're going to do We're going to lower the textures. I mean, we're going to lower the line art on this, where is it, leg, temporarily, just so we can get this accurate. And now we're going to go take these leg lines and we're going to delete most of this. There, nope, layer, erase. And now we're going to bring this back up to its full quality, and I'm going to minus that and see. We have a hand that we don't have a great deal of detail in. Why is that? Because it generally looks, hands look a lot better if you're not putting a ton of detail on it if you're doing anime. If you're not doing anime, then you should draw your hands as you normally would. But again, if you put too much details in your hands, they are going to look like they're older. We're going to add some thickness to this, though, however. Mainly around these nails. It's okay if you go back and you erase some and redraw them a couple times. Sometimes, yeah, see, that looks a lot better. Sometimes it does take that. It does take a few attempts to get these how you like them, how you want them. And sometimes they get too thick, and just adding a little bit of like slight opacity on them helps the line art a lot, I think. So like that looks a lot better than just like that. We're going to thicken that and just put a little bit of shadow there. Same with here. We're gonna just add it beneath the nail, on the lower part of the nail there. Don't need to have it too much on the top. And something like this, you just want to... Yes, chilling here, maybe napping. I'm glad that it, like, you feel soothed enough. I can't talk. Whoops. A little bit of finger. Okay, this I need to thin out. Just narrow this down just a bit here. That was a bit too thick. I mean, you can add some indication of nails, of your nail bed, but it's really up to you. I might add some, I'm not certain yet, but that generally looks pretty good. And maybe we should add some nail bed. Should we add some nail bed? Let's see. If you're not happy with it, you can always just add a little bit of this. I don't generally add too much. Again, less is more. And see, I don't like that personally, so I might erase it, or I might just thin it even more. If I can thin it even more and get it to a place that I actually like, then we will keep them. A lot of times I don't like them though. No, I don't like them, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of them. And these are not too hard to remove, so if you don't like something, it's easily fixed. There you go. And I think that's a good looking hand. I do need to thicken out the outline a little bit, I think. Erase a little bit of this. We're gonna go ahead and merge these hand stuff down to a single layer so I can work on this erasing easier. So as you can see here, these knuckle lines are all about the same, so I'm just adding a little bit of tiny bit of depth by erasing some of it. And it'll make your hands look better once you vary your line art a bit in this particular area. There. See? Much better looking. Erase just a little bit there. Ah, perfect. And I think I want to erase a little bit here actually, so I don't have sausage fingers. There. Much better. And what you can do here to add a little bit of depth is just add a little bit of meat underneath the fingernail, underneath this main plush part of your finger. Don't add too much, because if you do, then it will start looking kind of wonky. So what I do, we'll go back and do something like that, and then just thin it out just a bit. You don't want them super thick, because then it looks like your hands have calluses. You're looking for line variance with this. So there you go. The hand is finished. I think I do want to adjust this finger a bit. This is a bit too weighty there. Much better. Yeah. I like that. It looks good. I guess we'll work on the booba. Shall we work on the booba? I think we will. But I do want to merge that down to the other hand, and I'm going to draw this belly button, even though it's going to get erased, because I don't like looking at it without one. It looks a bit weird. Oh my god! Oh my god, that scared me so much! Oh my god. Thank you for the raid. I need to change that sound. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Thank you for the raid, Rosette. Much appreciated. Oh my god, that scared me. No, it's okay. I was just totally like vibing. Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. Oh wow, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow, Runic. Much appreciated. I am working on some art today. I am drawing a character sheet for my model because I have not worked on a character sheet at all. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I got like a lot of the lines done today. This still took me like 3 hours to do. Oh my gosh, I have just been super slow at this. I am so rusty on drawing. So. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. It's taking some time, but it'll be worth it when it's all done. I'm like super behind on a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to be working on this image for the remainder of the stream. And then I will be working on the feet. I'm not going to be doing the feet today because I'm actually going to be adding paws to it. And, yeah, welcome, Raiders. Much appreciated to have you all by. Thank you again, Rosette Demon. I hope you all had a wonderful stream. What were you streaming before you visited? Thank you for the follow, Blitzcore. Just a bit of Dead by Daylight on a bonus stream. Oh, that's fun! I haven't played that yet, but half the time I'm terrified of playing games like that. I'm glad your stream went well, though. Okay, now to draw the booba. Gosh, I probably shouldn't put too much detail in this because I'm going to be deleting a lot of it. It can be a bit scary. Thank you, it was fun. I'm glad. Booba! Gahana Galoogs. Booba time. Okay, let's see. So these are a bit perkier than they would be if it was nude, but there's a shirt that will be put on this, so we have to draw it in the sort of way that you would if you were wearing a shirt. Let me see. Arm, neck, arm. I guess I'll merge that down on arm. Yeah. My next bane is drawing circles, so therefore drawing boobs are difficult. No. Come on. Sometimes these lines just do not want to work. You're bad at feet? I am bad at feet too. I don't like drawing feet. Thankfully, I'm drawing anthropomorphic feet, but the problem is I have not drawn those feet in a very long time. So I guess we'll see how those work. Toe beans, yes. I decided I really wanted to have toe beans for my model, so I think toe beans are cuter than actual feet. Let's see. Beans. Oh, hydrate. Okay. I will drink some water. That is actually a really good idea. I've been sitting here for a while. Let me see. Thank you for the hydrate. I did drink some water, so that is good. Oh, another thing. My model is not drawn by me. The one that's on the screen here. It is drawn by I can't pronounce her name. Jiaxin, not spicy on Twitter. And she is a fabulous modeler and rigger. She is amazing, and I highly recommend her. The reason why I didn't draw my own model was because I draw in a very different sort of style. My style doesn't work very well for 2D, for rig 2D, live 2D. The mirror model is very pretty too. I love the eye shining rig. Thank you. Yeah, she did such a great job on it. Basically, I drew her a sketch, and I was like, I would like you to do this character in your style. And it turned out amazing. I'm gonna say for 2D model are super cute. Yes, they are. At some point, I do want to make a model for myself, but I don't know. It like requires me to simplify my style so much, and or if I do it, I have to do it like super detailed. Like oh gosh, who's that streamer? She just debuted. Shoot, I can't remember her name. She did some sort of siren type thing. What did she do? What is her? Samurai. Samurai model is amazing. And it's all live 2D. I wanna someday make half body just to practice. Yeah. I wanna do a half body myself, but it's so much, I don't know, like, I get really irritated with stuff, and a lot of times I don't finish my own work. Like, I'm gonna make myself finish this character sheet because I actually need it, but, like, a lot of my personal pieces, I never finish. And I feel like that was another thing, is, like, when I was looking for a modeler and rigger, I was like, you know, I'm probably never gonna ever finish mine. So I'm gonna just commission someone. Oh my god, I felt so badly, so I haven't yet. Yeah, it's such a fucking mood. And it's like, I don't want to do it. Like, I finish commissions for people. Like, I absolutely love doing commissions for other people. But when it comes to my own crap, I never finish it. It never gets done. I have so many unfinished pieces wafting around in my folders and stuff, and it's so annoying. But it's like, oh, I have this amazing idea, and then it's like, oh, I'm bored with it. I'm done. It's like that meme with the guy and he's walking with his girlfriend, and then this other hot chick comes by and he's looking at her instead of the girlfriend. The girlfriend's pissed off. Well, the pissed off girlfriend's my work in progress, and the hot girlfriend is the one that's like, hey, I know you're looking at me. It's such a, oh my god. But I have determined to do a art stream once a week to make myself finish shit. Next week, though, I will actually not be streaming art because I usually stream art on Fridays, and I have a collab on Tuesday, so I can't move it to that. But this upcoming Friday, next Friday, I'm picking up our Shiba puppy. So I will be not streaming next Friday. I guess that's an okay booba. I mean, it's like it's gonna be covered in clothing anyway. Yes, Shiba. They're screaming demons, but I adore them. It'll be our first Shiba. And it'll be my first dog in 10 years. I grew up with dogs, but I have not had one in a very long time. So it's gonna be a bunch of hell. They are very stubborn, but they are very cute, and they use their cuteness to get away with a lot of stuff they shouldn't. You have to be kind of firm with them, but never mean. Because if you are rude to your dog, if you are rude to a Shiba Inu, if you treat them poorly, they will not respect you whatsoever. So always, when it comes to Shiba Inu, you have to have positive reinforcement, and this is something that's gone back for many, many, many years, before positive reinforcement was a much more common thing. Spitz breeds, they're not very biddable, so you have to work with them, and you have to. It's more of a It's more of a collaboration with your dog. Yeah, they are a very big dog in a small body, but not yappy. They're generally very quiet dogs until they have their demon scream. If you have not heard their demon scream, I would suggest Googling it, because it is funny as hell, until it's not. But thankfully they are very quiet dogs other than when they scream. And usually they save their screams for stuff that they do not like, absolutely do not like. So if you're ever socializing your Shiba Inu, you want to make sure that you're socializing them very well to even simple things like bathing, touching their paws. If you don't touch their paws from when they're very little, they're never going to let you touch them. And that's going to cause a problem when you have to clip their nails. You generally want to make sure that they have a lot of stuff to do. Like, you want to make sure that they have puzzles and stuff, because they will tear shit apart otherwise. You need to socialize them with people. You need to socialize them with other dogs. They're just a breed that you have to do a lot of work with, but it's worth it in the end. They're not very good at recall, so if you like a dog that's off leash, you better work with them very, very hard. They are historically a hunting dog, but how they were able to be trained to be hunting dog, I have no idea. Just because once they see something, they're gone. Something interesting, they see a rabbit, they're just going to yeet off into the field. So most people always have to have them on leashes, either with a martingale or a harness. Shiba go Noom, and you will never see a Shiba again if they get their way. A lot of them unfortunately get out, and you might not see them again. So there's a lot of work with the breed, but in my opinion it is worth it in the end. I'm probably going to cry a lot when I get them, just because it's going to be so much work. But yeah, growing up, I've had a German Shepherd and all sorts of other dogs. Thank you for the Shiba Inu information. Very good information. I'm gonna find some food to have. I have to go for now, so good stream. I'll try to check back, see your progress. Thank you! I'm gonna be wrapping up somewhat soon-ish. Not quite yet, but soon-ish. Thank you for coming by, and thank you so much for rating. It's much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoyed your stream, and I'm very glad you enjoyed coming by today here. I'll definitely have to come out and visit you more often as well. Let's see, how are these booba looking? So many layers. Okay, that's looking good. I think what I'll do is merge this down. That's the far booba, and then we're gonna take this and we're gonna copy this. And free to form. Even though we're going to be drawing clothing on it, I want to make sure that this looks generally pretty nice. There we go. Good. Awesome. Now time to draw the other side. I wonder if I'm going to have time to do any hair. Probably not, honestly. But we'll see. No, that didn't work. I'm gonna merge that down because I do like that. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom in. I need to clean this up a little bit here. So I had a bit of a hole in it. There we go. I don't know why I'm being so exact with these boobs, since they're just going to be covered up anyway, but I just really want to draw them nicely. The shirt will thank me later, I suppose. I am not looking forward to drawing clothes. That is one of my banes. I do not like drawing clothes. So half the time I draw as little clothes as possible on my characters. But I can't do that for this character, so they gotta have a lot of work later. Is just like with feet, I'm really bad at shoes. Shoes are evil. Shoes are wonky. I don't really like them. I guess what I just need to do is sit down and like sketch up some feet and shoes and just do like some streams where I'm just drawing literally nothing but feet. So I can actually get used to drawing feet. But I guess it's not going to matter too much with this character because she's not going to have feet. Because I want to draw beans. Feet stream. In general, I really dislike feet. But I know there's people who do like feet. I am not one of those people. But you do not get better unless you do it repetition. Okay, let me copy that. I do a little bit of cheating with this, where I will draw a line and then just thicken it by duplicating it. I think about doing life drawing streams. That'd actually be really good. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, because, yeah. Clothing is required for Twitch. I guess you could draw bikini people, though. That would actually help with anatomy. Unfortunately, you won't be able to draw too many breast shapes. Well, I guess you could draw it without nipples. I guess they could be nippleless. You have to draw them somewhere else, I guess. The nipples, anyway. Let me merge that down, because I need to fix that. Picarto does not safe for work art streams if anybody ever needs to work on like drawing like an anatomical pieces and parts. I don't use it often, but I know people who do. I will drop that link below in a second. Once I can get the shape of this how I want it. There we go. So, I guess that's actually looking pretty good. Oops, I forgot something. I forgot this line. This line is very important because this is the muscle and the skin that attaches the breast to the back. And you kind of need one of those. Otherwise, they're just floating sacks of fat. It sounds like my roommate is home, so we're gonna be going out here shortly. So I have to go to PetSmart. Have to set up. I have to set up puppy training classes. And I could not do it online because he is under 10 weeks. But the thing is by the time I order those things, he will be 12 weeks. So, I can't do it just yet. And they're all on sale right now, so. Okay, that's looking good. Ow. Pop. I do need to draw the tail, and I do need to draw the ears. And I guess what I could do is do some sketching, though. I will work on some sketching until he's done. Let's change this to body. That works! Hand and arm. Let's merge those down. Those look good. Neck. Yeah, I want to do that. Let's change this to body. Arm. Arm is good. Body. Pupils. I still need to possibly adjust those. Face. I'm going to leave unattached from the jaw. Still. Let me change that to head. It's not just a jaw. No. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start sketching some paws. I'm going to use this obnoxious green color. And I'm going to change this down. Okay. What? These are just going to be temporary because I'm actually going to be doing some, I'm going to be looking up some tutorials on how to do toes, how to do furry toes, because I have not done them in a very long time. But this is a good start. And the thing is that I also have to draw these toes inside of Geta. Use a very simple style for your avatar because I draw him for every new video. Yeah, that makes sense. I have not fully drawn her. I've only drawn like a sketch of her, so this, I'm trying to keep things not too complicated, but gosh, I do that a lot. Not gonna lie. I like drawing complicated things, and that causes problems for commissions. And that sort of thing. This is really rough, guys, so it won't be actually what it looks like, but I just do need to have some sort of toes there so we can see, for example. Leads to things never being finished. Exactly. Like, I have some stuff that I've actually not finished because of the whole fucking thing. Because I'm so bad at it. At, finishing things. And I'll show them, here in a second. Something specifically that I'm talking about. I don't want to screw with that too much. I think I'll leave that there, because this might actually get changed a bit. This might get changed to holding more down, but we'll leave that there. So that is good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just do a rough sketch on the hair. Um... I don't know what's... Sorry, there's something going on in my back. I don't know what's going on. There's something going on. And... really, really distracting. This is just a rough sketch. Must say digital base is good enough to leave it alone. Yeah, over baking stuff is like really easy to do too. I do that a lot. It sucks when I overbake. So something I always suggest that people do is sit on their art for a day before you submit it anywhere. Because if you do that, then you'll go back and see, oh, maybe maybe I didn't need to do all that extra work. It's very easy to overwork something, honestly. I do it a lot. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Thank you for the stretch reminder. Much appreciated. Okay, we're gonna wrap up here soon. I just need to this is very easy to screw up. Long hair. But thankfully, this is stuff that I don't have to overdo. There we go. There we go. There's some rough sketching of the hair done. You know what? I'm gonna actually adjust that and maybe make it a little bit darker. Let's go ahead and just make all of that darker. There we go. All right. Sketching is pretty much done. Oops, nope. Can't forget my green onion. Thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. There we go. There's green onion. So I am going to probably wrap up, I think, because I gotta go out here and hit up some stuff. So thank you all so much for coming. We're going to go ahead and raid someone. I want to see who we have that's going on. I want to thank all of the people for coming by on the raid, and I wanted to thank everyone for following and all of that sort of stuff. So, thank you again, and I hope you guys see you guys again soon. I'm gonna go ahead and put my social up. If you haven't followed my Twitter, that's where I'm most active, and that's where I post all of my information. So we're gonna raid Tenrusei, I think. So, again, thank you everyone for coming by, and I can't wait to see you again. I will be streaming on... Will I be streaming on Monday? Yes, I'll be streaming on Monday. Monday, I am going to be streaming Slime Rancher. Tuesday, I will be having a collab with Nemu and also Kishi. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I think we're going to play Monster Prom. Wednesday, what is Wednesday? Wednesday is Pioneers of Olive Town. And Thursday, I'm doing a collab with Mick Owner, most likely again. Next Friday will not be present, as I said, but I hope to see you guys around, and thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows on Twitter as well, Glitzcore. Thank you for everybody for coming in, and I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye bye.